Hello everyone, welcome back to Success Mantra. Today we will discuss a new topic in chapter 1 real numbers, that is revisiting irrational numbers. So what do you mean by irrational numbers? We have already learned this in our video 1 that irrational numbers are the numbers that cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, but p and q are integers and q can never be 0. Some examples are root 2, root 3, pi, 0.110011, that non-terminating repeating numbers. So by using our fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we are going to prove that irrational numbers are really irrational. How we are proving it? We are using some method called prove by contradiction. What is prove by contradiction? That is, we are assuming that one thing is true at the beginning and finally we are proving that that thing that we have assumed to be true at the beginning is false at the end. For example, in order to prove root 2 to be irrational, we assume first root 2 is rational and finally we prove that root 2 is irrational. And one important thing that you need to know before starting the theorem is that what is meant by coprimes. Coprimes are those numbers if they don't have any common factor other than 1. Consider these two numbers 21 and 22. When we take the factors of 21 and 22, 21 factors are 1, 3, 7 and 21 and 22 has factors 1, 2, 11 and 22. So they don't have any common factor other than 1. So this 21 and 22 are coprimes. If we consider the other two numbers 21 and 27, 21 has factors 1, 3, 7 and 21. 27 has factors 1, 3, 9 and 27. So here they have two common factors 1 and 3. So they have a factor other than 1. So they are not coprimes. And that 3 is also that factor that comes to be common to both other than 1 is found to be irrational. So this is our theorem to prove irrationality. That is, the theorem states that let p be a prime number. If p divides a square, then p divides a, where a is a positive integer. That is, if a prime number p divides a square, then definitely this prime number can also divide that same integer. This is what we need to prove. So we first of all assume that a is a positive integer. And according to our fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we know that A is equal to P1 into P2 into P3 etc. up to Pn, where P1, P2, P3 etc. up to Pn are all prime numbers, and also P1 less than or equal to P2 less than or equal to P3 less than or equal to etc. up to less than or equal to Pn. Then A square is equal to A into A, that is P1 into P2 into P3 etc. up to Pn multiplied by P1 into P2 into P3 etc. up to Pn. From equation 2, it is clear that any of these prime numbers can divide A square. That is P1 can be divided with A square and A square can be divided with P2 etc. That is, given that the prime number P divides A square. That is, in the theory it is saying that P divides A square. That is, P is one of the prime number of A square and this P can be in the form P1, P2, P3 or etc. up to Pn. Moreover, from equation 1, it is clear that P1 can divide A, P2 can divide A and Pn can also divide A. That is, in this equation, we know that P1 can divide A, P2 can divide A, P3 can divide A and Pn can also divide A. That is, any value of P from P1 to Pn can also divide A. Therefore, P divides A. This is what we need to prove. That is, if P divides A square, then P can also divide A. So the theorem is proved. So first we need to prove that root 2 is irrational. So according to the proof by contradiction, we first assume that root 2 to be rational and finally we are proving that root 2 is irrational. If root 2 is rational, we can express in the form of p by q and q cannot be 0. That is, here root 2 is equal to s by r and r not equal to 0. On further simplification, we get root 2 is equal to s by r is equal to a by b. Now we cross multiply it. We get root 2b is equal to a. Now taking square on both sides, that is root 2b square is equal to a square, that is 2b square is equal to a square. From this equation 1, it is clear that 2 is a prime factor of a square. So if the prime factor 2 divides a square, according to the previous theorem, the same prime factor 2 divides a as well. So we can write a by 2 is equal to a constant. On cross multiply we get a is equal to 2c. This is nothing but a square. A square can divide 2, then a by 2 is also possible. And we assume it to be a constant and cross multiply it. So here we got equation 1 and equation 2. Now substitute equation 2 in equation 1. On substituting, we get 2b square is equal to 2c the whole square. That is 2b square is equal to 4c square. On simplification, we get b square is equal to 2c square. In equation number 3, it is clear that 2 is a prime factor of b square. If 2 is a prime factor of b square, then definitely 2 will be a prime factor of b as well, according to the previous theorem. So here from equation number 1 and 2, it is clear that 2 is a prime factor of both a and b. That is, if there is any prime factor other than 1 for two numbers, then that two numbers are not co-primes and that common factor 2 will be irrational. Here a and b has 2 as common factor between them other than 1. So a and b are not co-primes and this common factor 2 is irrational. This is against our assumption that root 2 is rational. So finally we proved that root 2 is rational. So from equation 1 and 2 it is clear that 2 is the common factor for a and b, but this contradicts the fact that a and b have no common factors other than 1. This contradiction has arisen because of our incorrect assumption that root 2 is rational. So we conclude that root 2 is irrational. Next is a very similar question, that is to prove that root 3 is irrational. So we first assume by proof by contradiction that root 3 is rational. And since it is a rational number, we can express it as root 3 is equal to s by r, where r not equal to 0. And root 3 on simplification we get s by r is equal to a by b. On cross multiplying we get root 3b is equal to a. Squaring both sides we get root 3b the whole square is equal to a square. That is 3b square is equal to a square. From equation 1 it is clear that 3 is a prime factor of a square. If 3 divides a square, then the same prime number 3 can also divide a as well. So from equation 1 we can write a by 3 is equal to a constant c. On cross multiplying we get a is equal to 3c. Now substituting equation 2 in equation 1, we get 3b square is equal to 3c the whole square. That is 3b square is equal to 9c square. On simplification we get b square is equal to 3c square. On equation 3 it is clear that 3 is a prime factor of b square, and according to the theorem, if the prime factor 3 divides b square, then the same prime factor 3 divides b as well. So from equation 1 and 3 it is clear that 3 is a common factor for a and b other than 1. So a and b are not co-primes and this 3 is not rational number, it is an irrational number. So the next question is to show that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. So according to the proof by contradiction, we assume that 5 minus root 3 is rational. Since it is a rational number, we can express in the form of a by b and b not equal to 0. On taking 5 on the RHS, we get root 3 is equal to 5 minus a by b. On rearranging, we get root 3 is equal to 5b minus a by b. We know that a and b are integers. So 5b minus a by b will definitely be an integer. So an integer by integer will definitely be a rational number. So the RHS is a rational number. That is, we are getting root 3 is equal to rational. But we have proved just before that root 3 is an irrational number. That is a real fact. So this is a contradiction because of our incorrect assumption that 5 minus root 3 is rational. So hence we proved that 5 minus root 3 is irrational. This is a very similar question to the previous one, that is show that 3 root 2 is irrational. So we first assume as per proof by contradiction that 3 root 2 is rational. Since it is rational, we express in the form of a by b where b not equal to 0. Taking 3 on the other side, we get root 2 is equal to a by 3b. Since a and b are integers, a by 3b will be also an integer and is a rational number. So we get root 2 is a rational number, but this is in contradiction to the fact that root 2 is irrational. This contradiction is due to the incorrect assumption that 3 root 2 is rational. So we proved that 3 root 2 is irrational. Thank you for watching my videos, and the next video I'll come back with more problems on irrational numbers.